In today's news, doesn't anybody else think it's mighty convenient that both Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and JP Morgan, America's largest bank, both expect and publicly claim that US stablecoin regulations will pass in the next 2 months before the November elections? No? Just me? Okay. Well, I personally believe that this is a crystal clear sign that both Ripple and JP Morgan are closer connected than they give off. And I have in this video 3 key pieces of evidence to showcase that JP Morgan is helping and will help in sending XRP's price to the moon. Firstly, as per this post from Cyprus here, this is much bigger than people will give it credit for. To bring a greater understanding of the benefits and limitations of CBDCs and how to implement them in a way that is safe, seamless and useful, Mastercard is convening a group of leading blockchain technology and payment service providers to join its new CBDC partner program. This is very big news, and of course Ripple is amongst that list of leading blockchain and payment providers. After all, Ripple is in partnership with Mastercard. Then we go on to this screenshot here where the executive VP and blockchain and digital asset of Mastercard right here talks about how critical it will be for public and private organizations to partner closely to explore how blockchain can solve and be applied to real world pain points. Again, very big news. That's important to note as we showcase and dissect this screenshot right here. The Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association will be serving as program manager for the RSN Regulated Settlement Network POC Proof of Concept. Participants of this project will include Citibank, JP Morgan, Mastercard, Swift, TD Bank, NA, US Bank, USDF, Wells Fargo, Visa and Zions Bancorp. Deloitte will be providing adversary services, and the participants intend to engage 2 additional vendors to provide the technology infrastructure and legal analysis for the proof of concept. Now it goes on to talk in more detail about this proof of concept and the contributing partners and institutions, but what I want to highlight in this post is first off that the majority of these institutions are known Ripple partners already, and again, JP Morgan is involved. And as Amanda C.R. Morgan, the Senior Product Manager at Visa Money Movement said, it is great to collaborate with our industry partners and the public sector on the US Regulated Settlement Network. Very big news. That is just one of the connections between JP Morgan and Ripple, and there's so much more to showcase in this video. And this is the sort of research one needs to help expand their horizons to better understand the crypto market and the incoming regulatory shift, which is why I created a free to join Discord server where together all of us right now we are working to increase our knowledge to find the true moneymakers, the true crypto gen, to be a part of what will be the biggest wealth transfer in history. We are still growing rapidly, 280 members and counting, and we are learning so much already, so by all means come and be part of the family. Link to join will be in the description below. Now, the second connection, to no one's surprise I imagine, is JP Morgan, Nium and Ripple. Nium is a core governing member of RippleNet. Nium announced that they'll be going public in the United States in Q2 of 2025, so less than a year away now. And here is a piece of mind-blowing drop of the hat moment right here. XRP used by Nium and JP Morgan, because you see Nium have admitted to already using XRP, and here is a list of banks that have switched on Nium: Banking Circle, Barclays, InPay, DBS Bank, JP Morgan, Metropolitan Commercial Bank, and more are coming online. So to clear up the second connection, the important connection, this piece of evidence, if you will, that JP Morgan have greenlighted the adoption of XRP, is that it is possible JP Morgan will interact with XRP through Nium through platforms like R3 Corda as well. Of course, on the surface, they will never ever lay out their plan for all to see, so you have to follow the breadcrumb trails like we have just done now. But again, it can't be another coincidence that Ripple and XRP is mentioned in the same breath as JP Morgan. But the final piece of evidence, the real eureka moment if you will, is from this post here. In this Ripple discussion panel, this interview with multi-chain network Ripple and Axelar, they talk about interoperability. The fact that Axelar is a multi-chain distribution system for Ripple's international customers, how Ripple will hold tokenized real-world assets on their balance sheet, which if you didn't know, the CEO of Axelar actually stated a little while back now that they're expecting to see $50 trillion going on-chain with them through the XRP ledger in the very near future, which is massive news. And they also cover about that Axelar has the ability to bring yield-bearing stable coins onto the XRP ledger, the importance of regulations once more, and again, mighty convenient that both stablecoins and regulations are mentioned in the same breath, the same thing that Ripple CEO and JP Morgan believe as well, stablecoin regulations, and they will be passed in the next 2 months. So again, convenience and coincidences all around, if you ask me. And then the other major talking point was Project Guardian, as cited as an important proof of concept, which for those in the back, this is JP Morgan's Project Guardian we are talking about right now. So take a quick and close listen to this, and also at what Ripple partner Deutsche Bank is doing with Project Guardian right now.
Ripple Business has provided them with a great platform of trust to bring these institutions onto the XRP ledger to tokenize these assets. And now we're just building the next layer for them, which is distribution. Look at what JP Morgan did with Project Guardian and take a look at what Deutsche Bank is doing now with Project Guardian. And the work that they're doing with Axelar will be presented in November. So kind of wait for them to share a little bit more about what they're testing in this proof of concept. But this stuff is, we're on the precipice. Like, we are finally getting the pieces of infrastructure in that we're really moving forward. And so I think that we're very excited about it. And we think that Ripple can absolutely end up being one of the major hubs that kind of creates that first step that brings on those larger financial institutions to start tokenizing new types of assets.
We believe that it will be a multi-chain world, and therefore interoperability will become very important in order to allow investors and clients to navigate through this multi-chain environment seamlessly and effortlessly. As an investor, do I want to be onboarded into 3 or 4 private chain, or do I just want to be able to operate through one single window, which is the public chain, in order to access all the different products and services? You can say that interoperability then plays a part here, but ultimately, if I need to take a look at my records, my activities and things, it would be good to have a single window. And we see that a public chain offers a sort of innovation and capacity and capability to do so. So that's from a client perspective. For our work, what we are really looking at is, okay, with these advantages of a public chain, can we add a permission layer so that we can increase the governance? And then on top of the permission layer, can we do it on a layer 2 so that we increase the resilience? So this is what we are assessing in Project Guardian.
Of course, JP Morgan aren't going to say it out loud, but now I have just showcased to you 3 key pieces of evidence to showcase the connection between Ripple and their partnerships and to JP Morgan. To me, it seems evident that JP Morgan will and probably already are using XRP and will help in sending its value to the moon in the future. But I want to hear what you think. Come chill, chat and learn so much more in the free Discord server again, link below. And remember, don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.